And now we meet one of this year's class. The owner of the Miami Heat, three-time champion. The man who has built Heat culture and then literally written it on the floor. Micky Arison here. And Micky, you know, it wasn't long before you sat here where Steve Smith said if it wasn't for him, you would never have attained this level of success.
Absolutely true. Absolutely true. Steve was one of our favorite people. Steve joined us before we took over the team. And did we trade you before or after I bought the team?
You traded me right before. You didn't, but
okay.
some others did.
Oh.
But I will say, Micky, I just want to say, you know, obviously being a guy that got drafted in 1991, I don't know how many people in your organization played for your dad and you. And I just want to say the Arison family has been first class. We know all about the stats basketball, but what you guys do for players and what you guys for that community is unmatched.
I appreciate that, Steve. You know, we've stayed in touch all these years. We like to think of the Heat as a family, and you're part of the Heat family. So it's great to have you sitting here with me.
What do you think it is about what you've been able to build in Miami that has had so many other franchises look at it and say, man, how do we get that culture? How do we develop that brand?
I just think we were absolutely committed from day one to be as good as we can be. You're not going to always be able to win championships. I mean, a lot of teams have never won championships. So, but that was the goal. The goal was always, how do we get to the top of the mountain? And we did it 3 times, and I'm appreciative of that and appreciative of this weekend.
You know, Jared talked about it, Micky. Everybody talks about Heat culture. It starts at the top with you. Can you just kind of explain from, I would say, we understand it from a player standpoint, but from an ownership and management standpoint, Heat culture?
I mean, my philosophy is find the best people you can find and let them do their job. And if they're really solid people and they really love what they do, they're going to be successful. And they're going to keep working at it until they're successful. And that's what we've done. We've just tried to keep working at it, and you know, it seemed like it took forever to get that first championship, and now it feels like forever to get that 4th one. But we're going to keep working at it.
Well, Micky, we wish you the very best. Congratulations. It's really cool to see you. It's really cool to see how many people are here to support you because of how much they love you and have loved working with and for you.
Thank you very much.
You know, and
Appreciate
I have to add, Micky, it just touches my heart because I get a chance to see young Nick. He was a ball boy when I played, so
yeah, absolutely.
The lineage is still going on.
Yeah, he's been in every part of the franchise, yes, from ball boy all the way up to this now CEO. Played for Coach K, worked for Coach K at Duke, was able to get a championship at Duke, and then worked for Coach K at USAB. So he's actually part of the Redeem team too.
Yeah,
so,
that's right. Interesting.
Yeah, he's had a stellar career, and he's still a kid in my eyes.
Managing partner of the Miami Heat, and now Hall of Famer Micky Arison. Congratulations. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much.
We'll continue on here with our red carpet coverage leading up to the Hall of Fame Enshrinement ceremony here live in Springfield.
Reputations are forged by remarkable success over periods of time. Now, under the leadership of Micky Arison, the Miami Heat have become one of the NBA's model franchises with a style all their own. Heat culture has come to mean show up, work hard, support your teammates, take pride in what you're accomplishing, and it all comes from the top. Welcoming Micky to the Hall of Fame are Pat Riley, Dwyane Wade, and Alonzo Mourning. Please welcome Micky Arison.
I have to follow Dwight. I don't do any voices. Congratulations, Dwyane. First, I'd like to thank the Hall of Fame for this incredible recognition. Thank you to the NBA, in particular to the late Commissioner David Stern and Commissioner Adam Silver, for the leadership in turning the NBA into a truly global brand. Thank you. The Hall is the highest honor in basketball, but it's not something I ever sought. In 1988, my father was part of the group that brought the Miami Heat to Miami. Ironically, when I found out that he was talking to David Stern, I tried to convince him not to get involved. We had tremendous success in the cruise business and valued our privacy. But the Miami Heat and the game of basketball quickly became an all-consuming passion for our family. So in 1995, I acquired the controlling interest and became managing general partner. Our plan was simple: do right by South Florida and build a winner. The first thing I did was join forces with Pat Riley, a proven winner, a champion, and one of the greatest winners in NBA history. Pat is one of a kind. He and his wife, Chris, have become great friends. We've been through highs, we've been through lows, and he's still an unstoppable force. Pat, we boarded the Carnival Imagination for your introductory press conference in 1995, and you talked about a parade down Biscayne Boulevard. We've now had 3 of those championship parades and have been a Hall of Fame organization ever since. There's no way I'm standing here tonight without you. Pat immediately set out to turn the franchise into a perennial playoff team. And in his first year, we traded for Alonzo Mourning. Zoe became the foundation of Heat culture. Zoe, your work ethic, your toughness became the blueprint for everything we wanted to be. No NBA team has made more playoff appearances than the Miami Heat since Zoe arrived in Miami 30 years ago. Zoe's impact has extended beyond the court, and he's become a pillar in the South Florida community. And then in 2003, our organization was forever changed when we drafted Dwyane Wade, the greatest player in Miami Heat history. I'll never forget the 2006 finals. Down 0-2 with the season slipping away, Dwyane put the team and the city on your back and willed us to a championship. It was one of the greatest 4-game stretches I've ever seen. Thank you, Dwyane. Dwyane, thank you for the 3 rings and for giving us so many unforgettable moments. No matter where life takes you, you'll always be Heat family. In the early years, we hoped we could win championships. With Dwyane and then trading for Shaq, we could. We believed we could. And in 2006, we won our first championship. During that time, my 90-year-old mother-in-law joined us for every single home game. Shaq sent her a red rose with a funny little note and had it delivered to her seat before every game. Shaq, thank you for being an important part of both the Heat family and the Carnival Cruise Line family. Thank you, Shaq. In 2006, we believed we could win. But then in 2010, with Dwyane, LeBron, and Chris Bosh, we knew we could win. Not 1, not 2. I guess it was just 2. 4 straight finals, championship in 12 and 13, and a Big 3 era that made history. The only players on 3 championship teams were Dwyane Wade and Udonis Haslem. UD, thank you for being a caretaker of Heat culture for 20 years. and for being here tonight. And for being here tonight to represent the Little 12. I guess that's an inside joke. This may be an individual award, but it's the result of our team's success. Over the last 30 years, we've won 3 championships. We've made 10 Eastern Conference Finals, 7 trips to the NBA Finals. Only 2 teams have won more games in that time. Not bad for one of the youngest franchises in the league. We've had many of our own go into the Hall. Pat, Dwyane, Zoe, Shaq, Chris Bosh, Tim Hardaway, Ray Allen, Gary Payton, and Bob McAdoo. And there will be more. LeBron James, Eric Spoelstra will take the place here as well, and hopefully many, many more. Spo, thank you for continuing the championship coaching legacy that Pat started, leading our team and our culture into the future. Pat was inducted in 2008, and I introduced Spo at a post-enshrinement reception as the next Hall of Fame coach of the Miami Heat. There's no pressure, Spo. Following a legend is never easy, and I'm not sure anyone has done it better than you, Spo. I stand here tonight representing hundreds of employees in the Heat organization, and because of the work of our outstanding coaching staff and 257 different players who have worn the uniform over the last 30 years. Tonight, we go into the Hall together. To Heat staff, many of you have been with us for decades. Thank you. To Eric Woolworth, your leadership guiding our arena and business operations staff. Thank you to Andy Ellisberg for your dedication, expertise in the salary cap and CBA, and teaching us and converting it to English for us. Your fingerprints are on every banner in the arena. To Heat Nation, you're the best fans in the league. You've supported us through every challenge. We know you are Hall of Fame fans. We work hard every year to make you proud. The Miami Heat has always been and always will be a family organization. For my own family, owning the team has created moments nothing else could. Every game, every road trip is an opportunity to spend time together with my kids and grandkids. My son Nick grew up in basketball, starting as a ball boy and working in nearly every role until becoming CEO. He even had his own championship resume with Coach K at Duke and in 2008 with the Redeem team, getting inducted with me tonight. My daughter Kelly, also a former ball girl, is a huge Heat fan and has always been there for me and our team. My wife Madeline, the true Hall of Famer, has made everything possible through her love and support. Together we've built something on the court, and through our foundation we've built something lasting off of it as well. A good team's governor's job is to make sure the team has everything it needs, but it's never about us. It's about the coaches, it's about the players. I firmly believe team owners should rarely be heard from, so I've already spoken too long. To my fellow inductees, it's an honor to share the stage with you this weekend. We are all very different, but we share one thing. We all wanted to do the right by our teams and the people around us. I never thought that would lead to the Hall, but thank you, and go Heat.